All right, so you watching Strictly Basketball Podcast, episode 10. I got a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, I'm Brianna Williams.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Oh, my fault. Hey y'all, I'm Brianna Williams. What's up?
All right, so we're going to get into it. So how did you get started with basketball? Like, who impacted you in basketball? Like,
To be honest with you, I only started playing basketball because people were like, "Oh, she's mad tall. You should be playing ball." And it was either basketball or cheerleading. And respectfully, I was not doing those splits. It was not me. So I decided to stick with basketballs.
anybody in your family play sports? You had anybody, any relatives, any brothers that play sports growing up?
I had a couple of sisters and stuff like that. My brothers did too, but they wasn't beating me or nothing like that. But my sisters definitely, but everybody kind of stopped playing basketball, so I'm kind of the only one who's still going with it.
So what age you first touched the basketball? At what age?
I would say since I was like a baby, because I remember my sister.
So you instantly fell in love with the game of basketball. Like instantly, you fell in love with it.
Yeah, like it's been up and downs, but yeah. So I started officially started playing basketball when I was in 5th grade, I believe, and that's when I started.
Yeah, watching What We Love in Basketball.
Yeah, I watched that.
That's
movie.
a classic. Loving Basketball is a classic movie. That's a classic. I like that. That's one of my favorite movies. He Got Game. Loving Basketball. That's a classic. Though.
Yeah, no facts. And I love Coach Carter.
Coach
I love
Carter.
those yeah,
definitely about to get and all that. So you played AAU basketball growing up.
Yes,
AAU.
I did. I played for at least 3 teams.
Word.
3? Yeah, I played for a team called Team Soul, the Lady Hawks. I played for Bronx Storm. A lot of people who.
So how was your AAU experience? How was that for you? Like playing AAU, traveling, because AAU basketball, you travel a lot, going different places. So how was that for you?
It was good.
AAU experience.
It was good. It was something that I got to experience being with different people, different backgrounds and stuff like that, and being able to travel. I was like, okay,
yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
definitely
so
traveling
fun.
is good. Definitely. So, what made you? How was your high school experience? Like, how was your high school? Because you played at high school. You played that in high school, Coastal Columbus, right?
Yes.
So, how was that for you? Like your 4 years there.
My 4 years there, it was amazing. That was when I realized that life is much bigger than basketball. Because I had a coach who coached me to not just think about basketball, but to think about life. So
he basically was like a mentor to you. Like he told you, like he was in your ear, gave you motivation, gave you advice based on what to do, stay in school, get your grades, like. He was like more of a mentor. Besides basketball, he was a mentor to you.
It's a she. It was she. Her name is Coach Evelyn Ortiz.
Oh, was it she?
Yeah.
Oh, so she was more like a mentor to you, yeah.
She was like my second mom. Like if anything, I could be in trouble or something like that. She's the type who I would run to.
Give
or
her
if
advice.
like if I was never in trouble though, because respectfully, I was not trying to get from her or my mom.
How was your high school team? Like, did y'all win any titles, any trips? Like, how was y'all? Y'all was PSAL, AA Catholic. Y'all was PSAL, right?
Yeah.
AA or regular single A.
We was A.
So how was that? Like,
we would go to the playoffs every year, but we would lose in second round all the time.
What schools y'all played against?
We played against what's that school called? We played against Evander Childs. We played against.
I heard of Evander. That's AA now, I think.
I think so too.
I think they AA now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we played against what other school? South Bronx. A lot of my teammates that I played when I got to college, I was playing with them over in high school, and I was like, it's not cool. So it's lit.
Yeah, that's lit. Hell yeah. So what made you like? How was your transition going to like prep school? Like I know you went to Pelham Bay Prep Academy. So how was that like that transition like?
It was great. Like so. My high school kind of prepares you for college. So they kind of put you on task to take college courses and stuff like that. So when I was in high school, I was already understanding college stuff.
Yeah, so how was the player development side? How was the player development going to prep school? Like how was that for you? Like
it was a little difficult. Not even finna hold you. Like I have the work ethic and stuff like that. I'm one of those players who you can say is a late bloomer. So I started to get into my game more when I got into college. So when I started like sophomore year of college,
that's when your game started.
That's when it started to develop.
Yeah, I started playing ball at 14. Like that's when I started taking ball since my freshman year of high school.
See?
I met a coach named Turtle at Abyssinian. Then I went to Milbank, Coach Preston. Then God shows. I was all over, so I'm in the loop. You got to stay in the loop.
Yeah,
in basketball,
no
you got to stay in tune and everything like that, in the loop and all that. So prep school Snake was good. So how was your prep school team?
It was good. Like we were a family, I could say. Like as soon as I got there, I had the girls who were there, like the seniors and stuff like that, they were very influential, and they always just made me feel like I can always do everything that I wanted to do. And like they made sure, like, Bree, you better kill. Like as soon as when you get to the age we at and whatever,
you gotta have that dog.
Yeah, like they already saw it before I saw it, and that's why it's really great to have people in your life that are gonna be like, no, you got this.
Yeah, and I see all the colleges you went to, so that means you had to persevere through a lot, like going to all these colleges, so you had to persevere. Like, how was that for you, your perseverance, like going to all these schools, and I see you was bouncing around.
Mm-hmm. So the reason why I was bouncing around is because like my first school, my coach got fired, and so I had to go to another school, which was called NIAC, and then I had left NIAC to go to Robert
Wesleyan?
Yeah.
That's a Division II. One of my mans went there.
Yeah.
My son Mark, shout out to my guy Mark. Shout out to my guy Mark that went there.
Yeah.
And cheat code, you know the vibes. You know the vibes, word.
And then NIAC is called Alliance University now. That's why it's a different school, but it's the same school. So, but it was a lot. There's reasons because I'm not somebody who's just gonna give up easily. So if I have to find my way to get through something the way I want it, I'm gonna go get it.
So what's next for you as far as basketball? Like what else you trying to transition to besides basketball?
I mean, basketball's kind of my main thing.
Your main thing, that's a fact.
Have,
you trying to go to the WNBA?
Nah, I'm not trying to go to that. They don't get
you trying to go professional?
If I can, definitely. So wherever God wants me to go is where I'll go.
Like what countries you were playing? Like what countries you got in mind? Like you were hooping?
Spain.
Spain? Why you say Spain?
I don't know. I just feel like the vibes out there. I feel like
because overseas the time zone's different, the tradition is different, the culture is different. You got to get adjusted to everything overseas.
Yeah.
Adjusted to everything, the living and everything.
Yeah.
So Spain. What other countries you got in mind?
I want to go. I kind of want to go to Greece.
Greece is lit.
Greece, so that would be a wonderful experience. I just like the idea of getting to go out there and experience new people, new ways of playing basketball because I have teammates now who are like from Spain and stuff like that, and their game out there is way different from our game out here. So
hell yeah, everything is different out there.
So being able to play at a different level, beautiful.
Yes, it's definitely. So how was your summer last year? Like how what you did last year? How was your summer last year?
Last year I just been playing basketball, working out, working kids. that's what it consists of.
Yeah, definitely.
I played in Watson, I played in Dykeman, I played in which other tournament?
How you did? How much points you had in Dykeman? How you did in Dykeman?
I'm the cleanup crew. Like so, whenever everybody else is kind of down or whatnot, I'm the one who's like.
You played against a girl or what? A girl named Nikki Avery. I want to get her up here too.
I actually don't know.
You should look her up. Her name is Nikki Avery. She tough though. She played ball. I gotta get her on her EP for sure. She tough. Yeah, so like me, I'm trying to venture into other things besides basketball, like my own merchandise, basketball training kids. I'm trying to still pursue my goals, playing semi-professional basketball myself. So it's a lot. I got a lot of goals and things I want to accomplish and achieve. So, like you got to be a boss. You got to have a boss mentality. You got to have boss commandments, things like that. So, like I said, I'm inspired by a person like Rick Ross, like ownership, being a boss, doing boss things. You feel me? Yeah. Things like that. You heard?
It has to be. Like I feel like we put on this earth to do a whole bunch of things. Like we're not supposed to just do one thing. You're supposed to be doing a whole bunch of things. And the fact that you got your hand in this podcast and you want to do semi-pros and stuff like that, I support you 100%.
That's a fact.
Always do it. Always do what you feel your heart wants to do.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a lot to do in life. You just got to find your own route, your own lane, your own path, and you got to do what's best for you in life.
Yeah.
What else we can get in? So how was that for you, Alliance University? How was it like going there? I know you redshirted there, so how was that? Like anybody referred you to that school? Anybody got you in there, or how was it getting in there, going there?
Getting back there, it was the coach because it was called NIAC originally. So the coach when I had left, he called me back and said, "Would you come back?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll come back." And it's been actually pretty great. Like now, I'm going into my senior year, and I'm about to be captain.
What you studying? What you taking? What's your major?
I'm taking biology, so I'm pre-med
major.
But yeah, I'm almost done. Can't wait.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like this year since I had to sit out, I got to see like a whole bunch of. I got to see how my team is.
Yeah, I wanna take up sports and management because sports is something I'm very passionate about. I graduated high school with a chance my honor roll award in sports, so I was an honor roll award in sports. So basketball is something I truly love. I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
It's something that I really like. I've been watching basketball since a kid. I've been playing. I got people in my family that play ball. I play ball with a lot of friends. I played to different clubs, AAU teams. I went to this high school, so I've been in the loop. Like I said, I've been in the loop for a minute. So, and basketball is a sport that could take you around the globe, the world, ladies and gentlemen. Basketball could take you everywhere. You can meet people playing basketball, network playing basketball. So how basketball been for you overall? Like, far as traveling, meeting people. So how's basketball been for you overall? In your life,
basketball has had its ups and downs. Don't get me wrong, but basketball has been like the love of my life. Like, if anybody who knows me knows that usually it's always going to be basketball before anything. Well, before God. I mean, after God. But it's always usually basketball.
Loving basketball. Loving basketball. That's a fact. I love that. I'm watching that movie tonight. That's a fact.
Great movie. But yeah, like, it's always just been basketball. Every time somebody tries to get to know me, they'd be like, "What do you do? Basketball. What else do you do? Basketball."
So like you picked up a ball like at what age? You would say 10, 9, 10?
I would say 9.
9?
9 is when I started picking up a basketball. At first I was like, what am I supposed to do with this?
So you played like intramural leagues, recreational leagues, starting off. Like, how was it for you starting off?
Starting off, I played automatically. I was in CYO because I went to a Catholic school called Holy Rosary at the time, and so I automatically had to be. I was automatically on the team. There was only like 13 girls who tried out, so I made the team automatically.
Yeah, because you was that advanced, right?
At that time, no. Like, I was.
But you was better than the rest of the girls that tried out. You would say you was more advanced than them, like far as like a player, like.
I was
Like, he was
taller.
more polished than them.
I was taller. When I was young, I was just tall. That was about it. And then
Wait, because you were 5'10", right?
Yeah,
I'm 5'10",
see?
about the same height.
Yeah.
That's cool, though. You feel me?
Yeah, but when I was young, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know anything about basketball. I was just happened to be tall and said, let me pick up this sport and see what's up. And then I started getting good at it, and then people was like, oh, okay.
Like, any NBA players, any WNBA players impacted you on basketball? Like, anybody you ever looked up to? Like, any impacted you on basketball that you looked up to? Like, far as NBA, WNBA, anybody you was impacted by?
Yeah, I would say Brittney Griner and Blake Griffin. Whatever. I sat the whole entire, I watched Brittney Griner's whole entire college.
How you feel about LSU women's winning the title? How you feel about LSU winning it?
I love that because at first I was saying that they had to be dogs in order for them to win that. And
shout out to the LSU women's organization, LSU women's program. Shout out to LSU.
And like, they put their whole heart, blood, sweat, tears on the floor in order for them to win that game. Because respectfully, if they didn't, then it would be out. So they had to be dogs in order for them to get that title.
LSU is a good program, definitely. So after you finish with college, what you want to do after, like, you graduate from college, as far as like basketball?
What I want to do?
Yeah, as far as like professionally, yeah.
I wanna try my hand in trying to be overseas and stuff like that. Which is, I'm gonna rephrase that. I'm going to go overseas. It's better to say it so I can.
That's a fact. She said, "Let me rephrase that." That's a fact. That's how I be talking. Like, let me rephrase that. Word.
Because I have dreams like since I was young, since I first started picking up basketball. So I'm gonna fulfill them dreams.
Yeah, going overseas would be dope. Definitely. You gotta always have different things you want to do, things like that. So we you see New York City basketball going in the future? Cause I ask my guests this a lot. Like, you feel like it's evolving? Like, you see like NYC basketball going in the future? Like, cause now this generation is more like it's talented. This generation, and there's more access to social media. So social media is the new thing, the new era now, and there's a lot like more training, all that. So will you see New York City basketball going in the future? You feel like it's evolving?
I feel like I could definitely see it evolving because, like, even now I be telling my kids that because I coach kids on the side too, that you guys have the opportunity now to do anything you want to do, and that means taking your game to the next level. So it's like, why not do that? So I feel like, and the way that the kids that I work out, I'm like, yeah. So I feel like the game's gonna evolve.
Yeah, I'll say that, yeah, because street ball change every decade. Like, everything gets harder, different. But the best street ball tournament right now is Dykeman. Dykeman is like the new Rucker Park now, because you know Rucker Park, they had a lot of great players in that, and like coming to Rucker Park in the early 2000s. Players like Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Jermaine O'Neal, Steve Francis, Baron Davis, and the list go on and on. Like, and they had the wooden floors back in 2012, 2013. That's when Tyreke Evans came, Kyrie came through. I missed when Kyrie and Tyreke Evans came through. I missed it that time.
Yeah.
James Harden came. I seen when James Harden came, but he didn't get to play. I don't know why they didn't let him play. That was like 2013, 2014 something. Word. So Rucker was lit, but Dykeman is the red carpet of street ball right now.
Yeah, no, definitely is. Dykeman be packed.
What was the best street ball tournament you ever played in? Like, give me like two street ball plays you like. Two street ball tournaments that you played in that you like.
I would have to say Dykeman. Dykeman's definitely Dykeman's probably my top one. And there used to be there's one that's on 135th, I think, and it's called Uptown Challenge. Those were good tournaments. Like
I said, let me know about some tournaments. I'll come watch you play this summer. Let me know. I'm
got you.
tapped in. Definitely come support. I'm big on supporting what people got going, especially if you're doing something constructive and positive. You feel me? You gotta always support people that's doing constructive things and positive things with their time and with their life. You feel me? Cause in this life, we all need support. We gotta support one another in life. You feel me? That's part of life, helping one another out. You feel me?
Grow.
And doing bigger and better things in life. Definitely. Like I said, it's gonna be a good summer, a good year. Yeah. Definitely like that. Things I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to venture into other things too, like my brand, my merch, and all that.
Yeah.
What else I want to ask you? Yeah, professional technology. So how you feel about the NBA playoffs this year? Like,
I mean, I feel like it's anybody's game kind of too at the same time. But everybody keeps saying that Denver gonna win and whatnot. I'm sticking with.
You seen the Lakers? The Lakers got swept. I told people LeBron not never winning the ring again. The Lakers got swept.
They definitely did though. So sorry, but I was so like stuck on like the Lakers is gonna win. But hey, things happen.
LeBron finished. He not never getting another ring in his career again.
Right, I don't know about that one.
What, you a LeBron fan? Come on, she a LeBron fan? Oh nah.
It's more so the fact that I'm thinking like I feel like he has this work ethic that a lot of people.
I ain't gonna lie. LeBron did have 40 yesterday.
Exactly.
LeBron had 40 piece yesterday.
He gotta make his own team to make his own team and then to win. Yeah, shoot, hey, but hey, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite player is Kyrie, but Dallas Mavericks, them niggas, they got packed up and they're playing easy. Yeah. They got packed up, but Kyrie made a bad decision. I wanted Kyrie to stay in Brooklyn, but they all three of them had a falling out, and everybody left. KD left. Then the next thing you know, Kevin Durant with the Phoenix, he left. James Harden with the Philly.
I feel like
Philly couldn't get it done. They lost.
Yeah.
In the first round, they lost.
Yeah. I feel like because the only reason why stuff like that happens is because like there's so many superstars on one team. Same thing with Lakers. Like at first it was so many superstars on this one team, and it's like you got these people who all.
What Lakers team you talking about? The Lakers team from back then?
When it went with Russ and all that, yeah, it was all these people, and even when Russ was on it, it was like what is he supposed to do now? Yeah. That's why he was looking like he was trash, and I'm like Russell Westbrook is not trash. Respectfully.
To be honest, you know who I got getting the chip this year? I got the Denver Nuggets. They taking it this year. The Nuggets definitely taking it this year. You feel me? But Jimmy Butler doing his thing in the playoffs. Jimmy Buckets is that guy in the playoffs. Like he's like that. He's him in the playoffs. Shout out to Jimmy Buckets. How you feel about the Miami Heat? How you feel about them?
I feel like oh my goodness, this whole entire thing has just been reminding me of the bubble, and maybe they might just pull through. Maybe they might just come through.
You know what they saying? They saying Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's long lost son. I mean, he might be. The way he playing right now, he might be.
He might be. You're right about that one because, like, I don't know.
In the Miami Heat, they got a good culture. They got, like, Eric Spoelstra. They got Pat Riley. Mm-hmm. So Miami Heat got a good culture, like.
They got a team of people who actually want to win and, like, know what it takes to kind of win. That's what they have right now.
Yeah, so. But I got Denver winning, though. Denver definitely going to get a chip, though. I like them. They looking good, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, so we about to wrap up soon. So thanks for watching Strictly Basketball Podcast, episode 10 with my special guest. Tell them where to follow you at.
Hey, y'all, you can follow me on IG at b.a.w_s. Wait, no, I think it's .s. Anyways, whichever one. And, yeah.
And you know the vibes. Follow me on all social media platforms, Rayshawn Joseph, Instagram. Add me on TikTok, Facebook. Or you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Strictly Basketball Podcast. You know the vibes. We out.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through. Definitely.